Hey everyone, Stoner Van Hound here. It is March 31st, 2024. And a lot of people always ask me, like, where do you get a lot of your information about the Manson case and stuff? Well, I can get it from the same places you guys get it. You know, the transcripts, the documentaries, the books, um, all these other reports from doctors, stuff like that, psychologist reports, stuff like that. I can read the same exact stuff that you can read. But the one thing that I think that is getting lost out there is that people don't realize that there is another completely different side of this case, and it's not just some wacko conspiracy theory stuff. I think that's a way a lot of people dismiss other people's work. It's just call it like, oh, that's just conspiracy theory stuff. It's not real or anything, when really they have actual facts and stuff to show you that what you've been shown throughout these years has been false. And I think that's what's really going on here. I think the word conspiracy theory is really overrated and really being blown out of proportion. There are some very good books out there right now that you can read about the Manson case that will prove to you that the Helter Skelter theory by Vincent Bugliosi is complete bullshit, and you've been lied to for 55 years. Now, let me show you some of the books that I have here. And these are just some. I want to start with Neil Sanders' book, Now is the Only Thing That's Real. This is a great book right here. This book and the Nicholas Schreck book are pretty much the same book. But this is a great way to learn something new about the case. Okay, this comes from a completely different theory. Same thing right here now. This is Lynette Fromey's book, Reflection. This book honestly doesn't have much to do with at all. As a matter of fact, has nothing to do with the case. It's just like reading a little girl's diary, but it lays down a really good foundation of the Manson family leading up to what happens. So this is a great book to read first as a foundation book. Then you can start reading stuff like the Neil Sanders book, and then we can go over here to George Stimson's book, which is completely different than the Nicholas Schreck book or the Neil Sanders book, because this book believes in For the Love of Brother. The other two books are mainly drug theory books. But these are great books. This is George Simpson's book, Goodbye Helter Skelter. And then over here we have Nicholas Schreck's book, The Manson File, Myth and Reality of an Outlaw Shaman. These books are fantastic. These books will give you more information on, on what's really going on with this case. I know everybody here has their own theory. I know some of you just believe, Vincent Bugliosi. Now you're probably thinking, well, if George's book and Schreck's book are so different, how can they bring any information if they're both so different? Well, there's different information. There's a lot of information in all these books. And I know these two are completely different from each other, but there's still a lot of good information in both of them that can show you Vincent Bugliosi was lying. So these are the books I completely recommend. Now, let me just say this. There are other books coming out. Okay, there are other books coming out. Michael Channels from Back Porch Tapes, he's already admitted that he is writing a book about the Manson family. So we're waiting for his book to come out and for the information that will bring. There are other people out there who are writing books on this case. They don't know what the hell they're talking about. They're not doing the proper research. Most of the books that are written on this case are all completely garbage. All of them, just about all of them, are completely garbage. And so, just to let you guys know out there, there are other books out there to read. Now, some of you are probably thinking, hey, Stoner, I don't see Tom O'Neill's book up there. Where's Tom O'Neill's? A lot of people, even these guys that are up here, the authors of some of these books, they have a little weird thing about Tom O'Neill. I think what Tom O'Neill actually did, my personal opinion, I think in his book, Chaos, I think he does a great job of proving that Bugliosi lied and set everything up, and he debunks Bugliosi in the very first part of it. So I'd probably say maybe like the first 50 pages are good. Now here comes look, you say fucking Tom O'Neill, all of a sudden, fire department's out. Did somebody light his book on fire? You say Tom O'Neill, and next thing you know, the fire department's out. No, but I honestly think he did a good job of debunking the Bugliosi part. The rest of his book is what a lot of people have problems with. All that, MK Ultra, CIA bullshit. Nobody believes in that crap. So I think personally Tom did a pretty good job debunking Bugliosi in his book, but everything after that to me is bullshit. Really, I think these are the books that you need to focus on until Michael Channels' book comes out, and we'll see what he has to say. I'm sure he's watching this video. And when it comes out, I will promote it. But don't get fooled by all these hacks out there that are writing books. There are a lot of them out there on YouTube. They know who I am. Look, don't start falling for it. Don't start falling for all these other books and all these other YouTubers that think they know what they're talking about with the case. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean. You know who I'm talking about. You probably are subscribed to their channels. No, but trust me, there's a lot of authors out there that think they know what they're doing when it comes to writing books about the Manson family, and really, they're just spreading the same old fucking lies and bullshit and not doing any real research at all. Trust me, these are 4 great books. Nicholas Schreck's book, Myth and Reality of an Outlaw Shaman. George Stimson's book, Goodbye Helter Skelter. Fucking Lynette Fromey's book, Reflection, and Neil Sanders' book, Now Is the Only Thing That's Real. Look, you've been lied to for 55 years. Stop it with all the goddamn lies. Start fucking reading some other books. Start taking a chance and look at the other side. Don't be so close-minded. It's amazing. I'm amazed how some of you will give every other case a second chance, whether, oh, it wasn't Scott Peterson, oh, we don't think OJ did it, or this or that. Like, you'll give everybody else a goddamn chance. When it comes to Manson, nope, I only believe what Bugliosi says. Man, that's some naive shit right there, people. Look. Here you go. You're asking what books to fucking read. I'm telling you what to read. Wait till Michael Channel's book comes out, but for now, read these 4 books. Stoner Van Hound here, giving you some advice on some Manson family books to read, so that way you're not just being lied to like everybody else and being tricked by Vincent Bugliosi, because that book, Helter Skelter, is complete bullshit. Hope you enjoyed this video.